Hello and welcome to At Home with Anita Rosner. If you watch my channel or if you're a regular subscriber, you've probably noticed that I haven't posted anything in 2 months. And the reason is that unfortunately my mother became very ill and she passed away. She had a wonderful life. She was married to my father for 68 years. She lived to be the ripe old age of 90. She traveled the world and she was a wonderful role model. A lot of what you see here was inspired by her or taught to me by her. And so today I'd like to honor her by sharing one of her own recipes. Today I'll show you how to make herb and spinach bread. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 400. Now I'm going to read directly from her recipe, and I know this is one of hers because it's handwritten. So what you will need, let's do that first. 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of olive oil, the zest of a lemon, 2 eggs, 1½ cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon garlic salt, 1 teaspoon herbes de Provence, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 2 cups of chopped spinach, and half a cup of almonds. You can use chopped or slivered almonds. I'm using slivered because that's what I happen to have in the pantry. All righty, so according to my mother, to begin, we are going to combine a cup of sugar and 2 beaten eggs. All right. There's our cup of sugar, 2 beaten eggs. Let me just move some things so you can see what's going on. There we go. Yesterday my brother asked me to show him how to crack an egg so it doesn't get all over his frying pan. He said, whenever I crack it on the edge of the frying pan, on the edge of the bowl, it makes a mess. I said, that's because you don't crack it on the edge. Crack it on a flat surface. So we'll just lightly beat this and add it to the sugar and add the olive oil. Just stir this together. You want to work it till it looks almost like lemon curd, and then you know it's thoroughly combined. Like so. And now we'll add our lemon zest. And as always, remember, we don't want to get any of the pith, just the nice bright yellow of the lemon peel itself. Okay. Just mix this in and now set this aside. Next up, we'll add our flour. And as always, the full recipe will be down in the description. So, scoop and sweep. One and a half cups. And we'll add our baking soda and baking powder. Our herb mixture. And we'll just whisk this together. You can sift it together if you want, but I find that whisking does the job. So we'll just set this aside. Now you want 2 cups of chopped spinach. And I think this will yield 2 cups chopped. You may be a little over. I don't know. We shall see. We'll just gather it up. All right, that's roughly 2 cups. So let's move this here. Let's bring back our wet ingredients. Here's our dry ingredients. We're just going to make a little well in the center. Pour this in. Add our almonds and our spinach. And now we just mix it all together. Now her recipe doesn't say what size loaf this is going to make. It says 2 loaves, but this does not look like enough batter to me for 2 loaves. So either I've done something wrong or she used a very small loaf pan. I think I'm just going to make 1 loaf with this. Make sure you scrape the sides and the bottom down so you don't get any flour pockets. Here's my loaf pan, which I've lined with a piece of parchment, and then I'm just going to put a little nonstick spray in here, which I always do over the sink so that it doesn't get all over the countertops. There we go. And then we just spoon this in. I don't know, maybe this is 2 loaves. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like once I get it in here. No, I think we're going to go with 1 loaf. Yeah. All righty. There she blows. So now we're just going to put this in the oven. Her recipe says to bake it for 30 minutes, but it also said that it makes 2 loaves. So I think it's going to take longer than that. We're going to check it in 30 minutes, and if it's still raw in the center, we'll cook it a little longer. Your bread is done when a knife inserted in the center comes out clean. Cool the bread for 10 minutes. Then run a knife along the outside edge, going all the way around the loaf. Then transfer to a wire rack and cool for at least 30 minutes before slicing. The total baking time turned out to be 50 minutes, not 30. It's out of the oven. It's still a little bit warm. It is very moist. It smells great. Let's give it a little taste. It's a lot sweeter than I was expecting. It's not really sweet, but I wouldn't serve this as like a side dish with chicken or something. This is more of a dessert bread to have with tea or a cup of coffee. It would make a great morning toast. It's sweet. You get the crunch of the almonds. You definitely taste the lemon from the zest. It's delicious. If you like this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and leave a comment because I read every single one and I respond to them. And I hope you'll become a subscriber. So join me again next time here at home with Anita Rosner. Thanks for watching.